Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, WHENTAYTALK. I am Tay, and I am here for another episode of Here We Go With The Bullshit. Y'all, here we go with the bullshit, okay? So, everything on the channel is alleged and in my opinion and for entertainment purposes only. Cookie's doing tricks down here. Come here. Say hi, they missed you. Say hi. I gave her a bath last night. Say hello. Go, Cookie. What? So please like the video, subscribe to the channel, and please hit the bell notification so that you know every time I upload a new video. Share the video with family, friends, enemies, frenemies, whoever you want to, okay? Because we got to get into this mess. So y'all know that Straight No Chaser, original Straight No Chaser, has dropped the 4th installment of this video. I don't know how many more it's gonna be, but these little teasers are good, especially for us content creators, because we can do content on the smaller segments anyway. It's better than trying to do it on the whole like 2-3 hours. So, and she said it was 3 hours, so I wonder if she's gonna drop the part about Sheree. Slaw been running her mouth probably about Sheree and Martel business. So, y'all, let's get into the mess. So, she started off asking Slaw, like, how did Carson know what the story was going to be if you didn't tell her? So, I noticed that Slaw keep, like, trying to skate around that. But the questions that Nay is asking, some of them that she's asking, like, Slaw just responds to, not knowing, like, that's her admission of her telling Carson about the plot, with just her responding to the question. It's not a question like directly like this was, but when she says certain things, Slaw would just respond to it, right? So Nay asked her why they clout chasing, why is Carson clout chasing to the blog or whatever, and Slaw just, eating that up, and she feel like Carson just, all this and doing this, and she just a clout chaser. Answer the part about how would Carson know what Martel was planning on doing if you hadn't told her. Answer that part. Again, two things can be true at the same time. You could have told her about that plot for Revenge P, and also she could be clout chasing. All right. Nay asked what Martel wanted her to say. What did Martel want her to say? Because Slaw is constantly asking Nay, what should she do? What should she say? What should she, like, this how you know that everything that she come out and say, somebody told her to say it. Because she does not have her own mind. For her to be that girl, you need to get that girl a fucking brain. Okay? Because you can't even come up with a thought on your own. Why is you begging this girl to tell you what the fuck to do since you so grown? Like, just stupid. Like, she's literally begging this girl about to tell her, like, give her directions on where to go from here. What should she do? What do she need to do? Because now she's mad at Martel. So she gonna want to put that responsibility off on Nay. Okay? Which she don't know either. She says he probably want her to shut up. And say nothing, but and he wants to blame a bad bitch. We gonna move on from there. She admitted that Martel asked her to put it out, and she said if he gave a fuck about her, he would have just said to people like, okay, I was mad and I did ask her to put it out. Slaw. So, you know Martel is full of shit. And you study caping for him. You gonna ride with him till the wheels fall off. Like, she must be scared of him. While she talk all that tough talk, she must be literally, like, terrified of him. Yeah, she see the stuff that he do to Melody. And she laugh and giggle at that, but at the same time, she know what it feel like. She laughing because he doing it to somebody else at that time. That's why she indulges in the stuff that he do to Melody. Because if he doing it to Melody, that means he's not doing it to her. He laughing and giggling with her about it. So anytime that she can get some relief from him doing that shit to her, it's good. You know, she's good. So Slaw is screaming, like she said, it's like she's like crying, I think, to Nay. And she was like, I know it's two sides to every story. And she was like, and she only hear his side. Then why do you always say this shit as if it's facts when he tells you something? She said she only hear his side and that she don't talk to Mel. So it's probably a lot that he do that she don't know about. And that he not telling her. Nay said, yeah. Nay telling her, like, you need to protect yourself. Because he ain't giving a fuck. So Nay, at this point, like, she know that Slaw is upset with Martel. So she's trying to give her some type of clue, like, this shit is bad. And you need to be saying Martel because he's saying fuck you right now. Like, Nay is trying to tell her that he's throwing you under the bus. So Slaw is still asking Nay what to do. If she should blast Carson, if she should be quiet, what should she do? She said, Carson is acting like she was checking for her and wanted her to get her hair done by her, and she don't wear wigs. So they talked about that again. She said she'll come online with her hair looking fucked up, which she usually do, or a bun before she wear a wig. Okay, she said something about, she said, I think she said it's like 2 inches from her hairline to her forehead, to her eyebrows, so she can't wear a wig. I guess it'll be like down here. Kind of like how Mel wig was at that expo. That wig was cute, but Mel, you know you had it down too far. Mel said, I'm in and out. I don't give no today, okay? We'll talk about it on the review. Then they asked why Tisha was hanging around a stripper. And Slaw said, you know, actually Carson is a cool girl. I think Carson and Slaw have something in common. I think, like, because Carson talk a lot. Even Kiki said she talk a lot. And we know Kiki talk a lot. So I think that's where, you know what I'm saying, they have in common that they both like to talk. I think Carson's just maybe because she like to talk a lot, but I think Slaw's is for her being lonely, you know, and not having a lot of adult interactions. But she should associate with kids more because she think like one and she act like one. So who knows? And she said that, like I said, she said that Carson was actually a cool girl. And like she was saying, like, she's cool or whatever. Like, I mean, just because she a stripper, like, I'm not acting like I'm better than nobody. I'm not better than nobody. And you not. So quit talking about her being a stripper as if you're better than that. And I've seen y'all in my comments talk about some stripping ain't no honest living. It is. Is what Florida say? It's entertainment. It's entertainment. Hey. It's adult entertainment, okay? It ain't for everybody's entertainment, okay? It's an honest living to me. It's not illegal, which means it's honest. Y'all so messy. Nay asks, she says that that Carson said that the cast was old and ugly, and Mel don't know that. That's what Carson was saying, and she has a screenshot of her saying it. And Nay says, post that screenshot and show that how fake Carson is. So Slaw was like, she says she don't give a fuck about them people, and Slaw says she don't give a fuck about them people, and she been that girl, and they been getting clout off of her. She said Mel not gonna wanna fuck with Carson. Y'all, I'm starting to get like Destiny vibes from Slaw when it comes to Mel. I'm starting to think that Slaw like wants to be Mel's friend. I think she want to be in Mel's presence. I think she want to be Mel's friend, but since she knows she can't be her friend, that's why she talked this shit about her. Because she done said a couple of times about Carson talking to Mel, and it's given that it's more than her being jealous that Carson was on the show. It's given like she's jealous that Carson talked to Mel and Mel talked to her back, and you know, like she didn't block her. Like it's just given that I think she want to be Mel's friend. What y'all think? Let me know. It was weird. I'm like, do she want to be Mel? Like, she keeps saying this. Mel not gonna want to talk to her. Mel not gonna. She just want to be Mel's friend, but Mel don't want to be her friend. And like, I don't know. Like I'm getting this vibe that it's more than she's just jealous that Carson was on the show. I think she's jealous that Carson was talking to Mel too, and she can't. Okay. They talk about Stormy whining about them coming to her warehouse, and Destiny crying about being bullied and stuff like that, I guess by millimeters or whatever. Nay keep bringing it back to Martel every time Slaw keep trying to talk about Carson. And they like, no, let's talk about Martel. Okay. So, and saying that he needs to be blasted, really. Slaw says she told one of her friends, and she's talking about Carson, and Carson used it for clout, talking about the revenge plot. And that's a lot of stuff going on. It's a lot of stuff going on that don't nobody know about. So Slaw again sounds like she's crying, and saying if she wanted to put out a video of Mel sucking, but she didn't want to. Slaw says she wasn't trying to use Carson being the stripper against her. You trying to use it against her because you keep referring to it as if it's something worse than what you doing. Carson stood in her shit, and she not no more. You was a side chick all these years, and now you still playing a side chick, and he's single, supposedly. So worry about your damn self. You need to stop worrying about Carson. You shouldn't have told her that shit. You keep talking about how you didn't know her or she don't know you and all this stuff, but now you calling her your friend. You thought you was telling a friend something. So you thought you was telling her something because you thought y'all were friends. And how did you think that if you didn't give a fuck about her so much and you only known her for 2 or less months? You too old to be thinking somebody is your friend that close for you to tell them some shit like this. This is something you don't tell nobody but maybe a best friend at best. And when I say best friend, I mean somebody that's been ride or die for you for longer than 2 months. Okay? But this right here, this is something I don't think you should be telling to no damn body. Because it makes you look like a damn fool. And it's telling, this man is trying to get you to commit a crime. If it was legal, he would have did it his damn self. Like, because she goes on crying about it. And she was saying why he couldn't have asked a blogger to do it. Because we know it's illegal. Child. She says that if Martel had her best interest in mind, he would have never asked her to do that. Nate said, yeah, he trying to get you to incriminate yourself. And she said she didn't think, and Slaw said, no, I didn't think about it like that. So you just thought that in the grand scheme of things of him trying to terrorize Melody, that this was just one of his other tactics of terrorizing her? Because he been doing all that on his own. And how you do certain stuff too. But with this, he asked you to do this. You ain't... Slaw, I got a song for you. Have you ever known somebody so dumb it makes you cry? Have you ever seen someone so stupid you can't understand? Have you ever? You dumb. What the fuck? A fucking dodo bird. She said Martel appears to be a stand-up guy, and she said something else, but I didn't understand what she was saying after that. She asked Nay again, should she blast Carson? Nay is telling her that if she, depending on what she say, like they can connect really like her to Carson to, you know, her to Martel with all this revenge Tisha to knowing about it and all of this stuff. Like Nay is trying to connect the dots for her. And Nay said also, like, in this custody case is going on and they don't want Mel to look bad. I don't know what that was about, but whatever. So Nay is pumping her up to talk crap about Mel, but Nay said, Nay, you did say that she fed you stories. So was any of them stories that she fed you, did you know they weren't true, or like, did she give you the stories and tell you that they were fake, or did she give you the stories and tell you like you thought they were real stories? I'm curious to know that. I am. No shade, Nay. Okay. I just want to know that. Like, I want to know, like, because she said several times on these recordings that she give you the stories. She give you stories. She give you stories. So, like, when she give you the stories, do she tell you that they're fake stories and that she just wants you to release these stories? Or do she give you the stories like this is real tea and you release them thinking that they're true? Slaw said that they never met. Like, I never met this girl except at when we went to the comedy club. It's given met. Okay? It don't matter when. If it was one time, there was a meeting. Okay? And then, like, she was really talking about her and Carson at this comedy club as if it was, like, not her that she was talking about. Like, yeah, they went to the comedy club. Like, her and Ariana Curry was at the comedy club. That's the only time her and Ariana Curry met. And I was like... Nate asked if Carson ever been to her house. She said no, Carson never been to her house. She said Ariana Curry don't give up about Carson moving to Huntsville, so she don't know why Carson made up this whole story about her checking for her on her Instagram page or whatever. She said Carson seeked her out. Nate says Carson made it seem like Slaw was down with doing the revenge P, but Carson didn't. Carson said that Slaw was telling her because she was frustrated, much like she's frustrated on this call at Martel and talking about him to Nate. That's what I'm assuming how she was with Carson, and was like, he want me to release this video of his ex-wife, you know, sucking or whatever, and act like it's somebody else. He want me to make a fake page. So she never said like that Slaw wanted to do it. Like, she said that Slaw was, you know, like, what should I do? What you think I should do? Much like she's asking Nate, like, what should I do? What should I do? Like, it's like if she don't have Martel to give her instructions, she gotta get it from somebody else, or unless she don't know how to proceed. I wonder, do she need somebody to tell her dumb ass when to fucking breathe? At this point, like, you 32 years old. You're almost 30 fucking 3 years old. You too old for this shit. Dumbass. Have you ever... What else? Let me see. Slaw says they trying to blame her and she didn't know. She don't know the girl. Then why the fuck was you telling her all of this stuff? They're blaming you because you were involved in the shit. You should have told Martel off the bat, I'm not doing that. But look how low he think of you to ask you to do something like that. How low did he think of you to even show you that video? Jail gonna be the only hope for her. And I don't like to wish people to go to jail because I wouldn't want to be in jail. It ain't cute. But she need to be somewhere where she need to sit and think about all the shit she done for the past 8-9 years. She need to sit somewhere and think about that shit. Without Martel in her ear, without the public being in her ear, she need to sit and think about what the fuck she has been doing these past 9 years. And her kids need to be raised by somebody. Anybody that got some damn sense. And I don't think it need to be by the motherfuckers that raised her dumb ass. She can't possibly be this damn stupid. And when she said she was showing this shit to her sister, now what did your sister them say? Like, what did they say to you? Like, girl, why the fuck is he sending you this? Why do you have this? Slaw says Martel should have sent this stuff to a blogger and not have her do it. Again, because he knew the shit was illegal. You talking shit about him sending you that and wanting you to do this, and not talking shit about him wanting to do it at all. He shouldn't have wanted to do this at all. And you shouldn't have even... So, to me, it seems like she's okay with him doing it as long as she didn't have to. Nay said, what he's doing is actually a misdemeanor. It's a felony, Nay. But I guess you wanted to church it down for El Stupido. And Slaw says, yeah. Do you not know a fucking misdemeanor is a crime? Whether it's a minor crime or not, it's still a damn crime. I don't understand. I do not understand it. Y'all, what do y'all think about this fourth piece? This girl is just digging and digging and digging. She digging holes for a lot of other people. I'm wondering if the police is gathering their investigations and stuff like that now. You know, Melanie came on the Silver's chat yesterday because it was somebody that was saying something about Melanie having people follow her or some shit, or, you know, doing this stuff, and if she ain't doing nothing, then she got people doing. She don't have people doing shit. We look at the stuff and we come and talk about it ourselves. We're talking about it ourselves. She's never asked me to do anything. Stay woke. Period. Okay? So I don't know like where people get that stuff from. She don't control the millimeters, and like she said, she not calling them off because at the time when she didn't have nobody supporting her, we were there. And y'all was fine with people bullying her and dogging the fuck out of her. So Mel jumped into Silver chat and said, oh, just because I don't tell y'all I'm doing something, it don't mean it ain't in the works. Like, she can't tell. Like, if we tell every move that she make or whatever, it's giving the enemies, like the Silver said, like, her supporters are not the only ones that's watching. Her haters are too. So that's why I feel like Martel was saying on that, like, he wore that wedding ring and stuff like that. Like I said, I felt like it was to get the heat off of the revenge P, and with Marceau not wearing his as well, and Martel was calling him single in the video again. I uploaded that live. If you can bear through it, go over there and watch it, and just watch how disgusting it is to watch those ladies sit there and giggle and cackle with him, and then bring Mel up to him in any way, shape, or form, knowing what the fuck is going on with them. Even if the kids, him trying to take the kids from her was not good enough or enough reason for them to get the fuck on, this right here should be a nail in the coffin. Like, I don't want you saying anything to me. You are a disgusting piece of shit. Don't you ever waste my time even breathing in front of me. That's what I feel like those women should do. And it's just despicable that they find it funny and find anything in him that's redeemable when he is... But then they want Melanie to fuck with them and support them and do this and do that. No. No. No, ma'am. Because you standing in the face of an enemy of mine. He's not just a person that's trying to get her back constantly and won't leave her alone. He trying to get her back and stuff like that. Like, this is really trying to destroy her. And if you friends with him, you not friends with me. Because how can you call yourself my friend and hanging with somebody that's trying to destroy me? Like, I don't understand, like, what they don't get about this stuff. What if Martel ran her over with a car? Just because y'all said, and this is why I'm on the fence with the Fletchers. Because, again, what if Martel ran her over with a car? Just because he ran her over and y'all both are friends with both of them, it definitely means that you need to start picking a side. You need to start with dismissing somebody, because one of us got to be cut off. Because I can't be cool with you and feel comfortable around you if you're friends with somebody that just ran me over. And what they should feel like too is that if he's doing this shit to somebody that he was married to for 12, 14 years, got 4 beautiful kids with, if he would do this stuff to her, what the fuck do y'all think he would do to y'all? That means he don't care about anybody. Okay? If he do this to his kids' mother, beating his damn son, have you ever... Slaw, you taking your dumb ass to damn jail too. You need it. You need to sit down for a while. Okay? And that's all I got for y'all. Y'all tell me what y'all think about the 4th part of the confession. These are my confessions. Huh? Let me know what y'all think. Put it in the comment section. I'll be releasing this shortly. And until next time, y'all, like the video, subscribe to the channel. Bye.